Hi YouTube, Tony with another video. I'm going to be doing a Saturn V launch in reentry. I do apologize. I am fighting a cold right now, so I might not be able to make a good video. I might make a lot of coughing noises, but oh well. First thing off, I'm going to go over some of the procedures that you're going to need to know religiously. So first thing off, if you do not see a view selector on your bottom left hand side of the screen, just hit V. It's just going to pop up with the menu a couple of times. I'm just going to demonstrate this. Give me a second. So that's V. Go to mission pad. Go to checklists. Okay, let me adjust this. See how that goes. So first off, it's going to be pre-flight. This just checks that everything is in proper position. Next is going to be the boost preparation. Now, boost was actually done 3 hours before launch, not 23 minutes before launch. So once you hit the boost, hit run. First thing you're going to need to do is enter program 1 into the disk key. I don't like how the disk key appears for the a blank prog. That's not correct in my opinion. It's supposed to be 00 no matter what before you launch a thing like this. Unless you just turn it on, which would be a very different story. But I'm assuming a lot of the stuff that a lot of this is already tested out. But I mean, I could be wrong. Crap. Oh, come on. Oh, set. Sorry about this. Okay, enter. Okay, so that's program 1. I'm not a huge fan of the lag on my PC, but bear with me. Okay, so DC indicator select 8, so that's on panel 3. So that's the one pilot side. A lot of this you gotta sit there and zoom in. And 8, I'm trying to remember what 8 is. I think it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the bat charge. Verify bat charge has 37 volts. So making sure your bat C is 37 volts. You're going to have to look at the second gauge, which is the DC volt, just right above the DC indicator. So right now it's peaking at 37 volts, which is good. So it starts at 20, then 25, then 30, then 35, then 40, 45, and so on. Proceed. DC 3, that's fuel cell 3. Actually, no, that's main DOS. FDA main scale middle. If you see my things for NASSP, this should be very familiar to you. So middle, so that's 5 to 3. 3. Right scale high. Against scale high. Down to free. BMAG pitch down. I will say this is a very different setup from all the mission control. So literally, just say do exactly what the checklists on these say. These are not 100% correct. A lot of the equipment is, but the procedures are just a little wonky, in my opinion. That is. I've never seen a setup like this in any Apollo checklist or user manual for that instance. So radio SD band, and that's on 9 6. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, okay. So that's middle. Radio FV middle. From radio check. Radio check can be done by hitting the C key and press radio check. It's going to pop up just in a few seconds. Just like that. 5 out of 5. That's terrific, actually. Up rather than Apollo 1. Radio to S band. Up. Radio check. Again, it's going to pop up in a few seconds. 5 out of 5. That's perfect. RCS command down. That's on the pilot side. So that's on off. TVC control servo up. So that's on the commander side. That's right there. SC reacts valve down. So that's on the lunar module pilot side. So that's down to latch. MDC to diski, press 5. Squib tape spool. And that's on the limb. It's bomb room. From a glycol to reactor open. Glycol. Oh, that's on the commander side. Main bus tie AC up. And that's on the lunar module side. So that's panel 5. Radio middle. I'm so used to other flight sims, so bear with me. Commander seat, GDC push. Okay, that's good. So let's wait for that time. Speed up. Okay, variable 75. So it will pop up with that message telling you to enter verb 75. Please do not enter because since we're going to send the disk into the program, if so, you could possibly, I don't know, it's fully implemented into the flight sim, but you might be able to try verb 34 enter to cancel the program. If not, verb 3700 verb 37 enter 00, excuse me, the RA. Well, I use an NASSP. I don't like it hearing reentry just because of how bad it is. Which is pretty much the same as verb 37 enter 00. This is exactly the same thing, which is verb 96. It's this, and reentry is just going to pop up with verb 3700. I mean, it's a little bit more work, in my opinion. But, so, I'm going to go to mission pad again. Go to checklists. Come on. Oh, back. Pardon me. So you right before 30 seconds, you need to be in boost checklists, and it's just going to tell you exactly what to do. In my opinion, this is a little bit wonky from other flight sims I've done and what I've read for flight sims.
15 seconds.
So
Guidance is internal.
run.
12, 11,
So again,
10,
this do what this
9,
tells you to do.
Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Tower clear.
Go ahead, turn this on. Okay, so we're, the attitude's right down the middle. The so this is our flight trajectory, and the crosshair's just right over the middle, so that's perfect. So right now it's where I would start doing this. The checklist down, EDS down. Yeah, kind of planning ahead before clicking. Engine 2 down. So it's actually done. A lot of this is a little bit jumpy just because of I don't like how the whatchamacallit it's done. In my opinion, it's not good. But like I said, just keep doing what this tells you to do, and you'll be pretty much all set. Okay, so glycol, evap, flow, H2O, so that's middle. Commander seat. Typically, you're supposed to do both, and I see that one of them is up on auto. QVC, monitor gimbal, pitch up. So that's for pitch and yaw. Oh.
Stand by for mode 1 Charlie. Stand by for mode 1 Charlie. Mark, mode 1 Charlie. Station booster, go. Bottom, go. Guys, go. Good for staging, Captain. This is Houston, you are go for staging.
I just love how reflective the service module is. I just love just seeing the contrail on the service module. Not too much of a huge fan of how this is. I'm guessing that might be the plume because of the air molecules around the rock air condensing in that area. Try not to cough, but okay, so that stage. Okay, and F5. I'm gonna check if I have a program alarm. I feel like that's necessary. How you do a program alarm check is verb 05, then noun 09. Enter. and it's still giving me data from the launch from program 11. Okay, key release, and that does nothing. Pure. That's a little irritating in my opinion. Not a huge fan of the Disky and the flight sim. I think it has a lot more work to do. The whole spacecraft has a lot more work to do, in my opinion. But it has promises that make. Okay, so it's not really implemented that well in this one, but we're just right before the FOSs of the orbit, which is good. A little down the road, we might be a little too close to the FOSs, but that's pretty much when the orbit is getting a prolapses in the orbit, and that would become a lot later. So right now, if you're looking in the orbit, this is what you want to do. So just picture the right in the middle of the bubble is the FOSs. So this in this area will be the FOSs. If the spacecraft is before the FOSs, that's actually really good. If it's a little down the downrange past the FOSs, then I would consider doing a abort. 1 F5. I hate getting a cold. ET's going at 5 minutes and 15 seconds. It's good. LV is right down the middle.
S4B to COI capability. Okay. Mark, S4B to COI capability.
Now, one thing that is one of the checklists, the boost one is actually mentioning is the setup for the EMS or the entry measurement system, which is just right in the middle of the screen. Which is set to 6,990. No, 6,999.9 in the EMS, and that's supposed to measure a abort. So, one thing that the developer might consider doing. The disc is still that paused. It's still at the altitude of 602. It's not good in the disc. I don't know what's not telling me for 96. Actually, no. Let me see. I'm going to see how much fuel we got. Fuel's right down the middle. Fuel's at 10%. So this is looking perfect. Once we got rid of the S2 stage, and the S4B is just going to boost us to a perfect orbit with a FOS that's in a perigee about the semi. How much that Patriot? I think that's the guy's name for the development of the flight sim. I wish he would actually add a lot more to the flight sim because I feel like Like it's lagging a lot.
You are go for staging. Over. Stand by for mode 4 capability. Mark, mode 4 capability.
We're banking to the left a little bit. Or but yeah, about 15 degrees. Okay, so that stage. Okay, S4B is lit. See, we're transitioning to the back to the flight trajectory in the FDAI. I mean, that's why I usually click the little line in the middle. I mean, because that's how where a lot of the attitude is going to be in the flight. Going to switch to FDEI 5 to 1. And 5 to 1 is not giving me much data. Switch back. Give it 9 minutes to launch. Good. I think it would be very interesting for Patriot to implement a difficulty level like easy could be very beginner friendly. Moderate would be you used to the flight sim. Hard would be the realistic of the flight sim of how the spacecrafts actually did work. In my opinion, that would be very cool. Oh, pardon me. I do love how the equator just jumps at you. It's a very good touch. Okay, we got a circularization of the orbit. And we're getting a prolapsus in orbit. That's good. Okay, and that's cut off. Back. I'm going to do a insertion checklist for the including for the launch. EVC, GC down. So putting this in the off position. EDS power off. I think that's in the pilot side. Actually, no, that's in the commander side. The EDF down up. Main bus time, AC. So a lot of the insertion checklist is getting it ready for orbit, and turning off a lot of the launch um, um, things. Trying to do two things at once, not working out for me. Turning off a lot of the things that was needed for launch, but it's not needed anymore for orbit. like turning out the pyros. This and that. Off. So just might as well RCS up. So that's on pilot side. That's panel 2. So these are the heaters for RCS. Needs to be at normal. That should have been implemented before launch. So SC reactor valves. So that needs to be up from launch back. This has nothing to do with it. And that's good. And that's about it. Thanks for watching this long ass video. I hope you guys are going to have a great day. I hope you guys learned something about this fun sim. If I helped you guys out in any way, please subscribe and like this video, and let me know what you guys think. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in my next video.